So I read today that Super Hot, which is a game for PC that I thoroughly enjoyed, and if you have not played Super Hot and you have a gaming PC or if you have a PC that can run it, I recommend you buying it. It is a really, really good game. Very interesting mechanic. Not a long game, but still a good game. Definitely worth the money. Probably now it's probably cheaper than it was at launch, so it's definitely worth it even more so. But from what I'm reading, Super Hot will become exclusive. Well, the VR version of Super Hot will become exclusive to the Oculus Rift. So those who have HTC Vive are kind of shit out of luck, at least for now. It hasn't been confirmed that it will remain exclusive for the Oculus Rift, but it turns out it's one of those games that a lot of people wanted to play in VR. It came out right before VR launched. It's perfect for VR the way it is. It's a first-person shooter with a really neat mechanic. It's a great fit. You know, it fits perfectly for the VR world. It's a very computery, virtually kind of game. You know, very, very interesting, hackerish. You know, it's very, very cool like that. So VR would have been perfect. But, you know, it turns out it got exclusivity, at least for now, to be exclusive to the Oculus Rift. I don't know how many times I can say that. But, yeah, so that kind of sucks. So we're already hitting a point where we're getting bullshit for VR. It's already bullshit now. Like, come on. Like, already. The fucking things have been out a couple of months, and here we are already with this bullshit. However, it sucks. Yes, I have an HTC Vive. I do not own an Oculus Rift. I do want to play this game in VR. The only way that would be to get the Oculus headset. However, I've read multiple sources, and you guys can go out there and look for yourself. Those who own both devices, they don't play well on the same computer. There are a lot of issues. A lot of people have some problems. Yeah, there are people with no problems, but those are the few, you know, the few minorities. There are a lot of people who own both headsets who experience a problem with owning both. So owning both isn't worth not only the money, but the fucking stress that comes with setting them both up for the PC. Plus, it's a lot of space. You need a lot of cameras and sensors. It seems like it's a whole big mess. I don't think it's worth it. However, Facebook and Oculus have already gotten under a lot of scrutiny in terms of people's privacy information when using the Oculus. You know, they already have their own locked storefront. They have exclusive games. They're locking stuff behind paywalls. Not paywalls, but, you know, obviously you need to get the Oculus to use it. And whereas, you know, the Vive headset is not. Vive partnered with Steam. And anything on Steam that's available to play in VR, you can play on your Vive unless it's Oculus exclusive or unless it's only been developed for Oculus at the moment. So it seems like, you know, the Vive, while it's the better quality headset in my personal opinion, is getting screwed over in terms of software. Now, to be 100% honest, like, it is a little too early and a little too small of an install base to have such restrictions on the software in terms of VR. VR is still very new. Very new. I mean, we're talking months old. Very, very new. With only a handful of people who own the devices. It is a very niche market at the moment, only because the price point and a lot of people, you know, can't really afford it, and a lot of people don't have the PCs to play it. I honestly think once, you know, VR comes to console, it'll be a lot more accessible, a lot more affordable. It'll be a bigger market, but until then, right now, it is a very small market. So the fact that Oculus is already limiting games to their platform, making them exclusive, is already causing not only a small market to grow smaller, but it's restricting software for other people who have VR headsets. Now, the only argument that could be made here is that Oculus and Facebook are paying for the software. They're paying the developers to make it for them. Yes, it's business. They're saying, hey, look, we want this game on VR. Here's the money. Develop it for us. Don't develop it for the other guys. Look, make it for us. We'll give you X amount of money. In a year, you do what you want. Until then, boom, this is what we're going to offer you. It's business. I understand it's business. However, I honestly think doing stuff like this is causing the market to grow even smaller and separate itself even more from consumers. Now consumers are going to be like, what headset do I buy? This is all too confusing. I don't know what I'm going to do. And then they'll wait. And then the VR, I guess, group, the owners of VR will not grow and will remain this small little group because content is locked behind certain platforms. If Steam went ahead and said, hey, look, if you own a Vive, you can play any game on Steam. If not, oh well, you're fucked. You can't use it for anything else. And on all the games on Steam, you won't be able to use for Oculus. It's going to make that market even smaller. That means Facebook is going to have to go and make its own games from scratch and not have the people who own a Oculus play the games on Steam. Games won't be sold. People won't buy headsets. It's going to enclose the market even more. And not only is the market fucking super small already, but to have it separated, segregated, and spread all around, it's just not going to go right. I understand Oculus and Facebook are paying for the exclusivity. They're paying for the software. I understand that. But at the moment, they should not do this. Steam and HTC Vive also should not do this. Right now, the market needs to grow. People need to buy headsets. People need to buy software. At the moment, it needs to expand. It cannot have more restrictions already behind a super expensive headset, a super expensive PC, and a really, really annoying room scale setup. At least in the Oculus, at least in the HTC Vive's version, it's not practical. It's not practical to have the PC, the funds for the headset, and the room to play with the device. It's not practical. So it makes things even harder for the VR market to grow. It's restricting it even more. I know I kind of sound like I'm repeating myself, but I want to make sure I cover every aspect of this. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think it's fine that they sit there and they pay? Fuck that. It's not fine. It's not fine. I make great points here, but if you have an argument, or you have a counterpoint, by all means, let me know. But I think I make great points here. I honestly think that what I'm saying is the best bet for the VR market, at least from my standpoint. Okay, at least from my standpoint, I feel that this is the worst move that could be made, making games exclusive to certain headsets, at least for now. This is Demon Ralph signing out.